Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And they'll begin by running the option. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. That completes it again to Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Dillon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tony Field coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action with Jackson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Murray going to throw. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Murray. Complete. Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now Jackson on first down. He's able to find Wallace. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Jackson slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Again, Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Carson Wentz leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. James Conner, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The Jackson going to hold on to it again. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Dillon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 1st down, Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. To throw is Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 27, Murray got it complete to Rodgers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Murray now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jackson's throw into the hands of Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them. and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down at 4. Murray to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Now Murray. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray now. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Murray to Jefferson on the slant. And it's a Packers touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Bateman once more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive